All right, what's going on, guys? Sunday singles of the Ryder Cup is finally here, and there are 12 matches, as you know, on this Sunday. And let's look at five. I'm going to cherry pick five that we should really take a strong look at. Jon Rahm versus Scotty Scheffler. Jon Rahm is plus 115. You take Jon Rahm, you take him straight to the bank on this one. Why? Well, he knows the history of this event. He loves looking at what his fellow Spaniards have done, right? He knows their records, okay? He knows what he has to do to get there in a lot of those cases. And we've seen him lose in Sunday singles to 2 years ago, Scheffler, the very same guy he's going up against. So revenge is going to be a factor there. But also, this is the very first time that Jon Rahm has ever gone out first for Team Europe. Luke Donald has told me it's the greatest honor of his career to have gone out first in 2012 for Team Europe, lead that charge. That's not going to be lost on Jon Rahm in this case as well. He knows what this means, and that's going to be an extra factor, as if he needs more of an extra factor into playing well and getting this done. So look out for Rahm. He is the guy to beat. There's no question. He's going to get it done against Scotty Scheffler. Take that money and run. It's easy money at plus 115 for Jon Rahm. Past that, you got Rory McIlroy going up against Sam Burns. Rory's at negative 155. Sam Burns is at plus 170. You take Sam Burns here, no questions asked. You think I'm crazy? Oh, I get it, right? But there's a lot of history here with players who have played 4 sessions and gone into singles, right? Even Rory himself had played 4 sessions going in 2016, and he goes up against Patrick Reed. Unbelievable match, but in the end, Rory lost. And there's an element of players running out of gas when they get into situations like that. Jon Rahm just 2 years ago, whistling straights against Scheffler, right? He had dominated for 4 sessions, right? 3-0 with Sergio and then a tie with Hatton. But he ran out of gas himself as well in a big environment, reigning U.S. champion, U.S. Open champion from 2 months ago. It just doesn't matter. Like, it is difficult. This is a hilly golf course. Augusta-like, as Luke Donald has told me as well. So there's just a lot that goes into that. Rory McIlroy, on top of all this, has expended energy, but we saw what he did in the car park, and just the issue with Joe LaCava in the line and throwing him off. That is extra gas and extra energy on top of all of this. And I think that is all going to play out on the back nine. It's going to be a factor whether Rory wants to believe it or not. Sam Burns is your guy, plus 170. He's a top 10 putter on the PGA Tour. You saw him. It was his birdies, 4 birdies on the front 9 on Saturday afternoon to really kind of get a hold of that match and really help the Americans get back in this mix. So look out for Burns. I think he's going to be ready for you at plus 170 to take down Rory McIlroy in singles. Past that, you got Fitzpatrick going up against Max Homa. Max Homa's at negative 110. Max Homa's your guy here. There are so many things about Homa that I love in this event and in just the big stage, right? 2022 in the President's Cup, where he was able to get it done, close out on that Friday on 18. He made that birdie putt from about 12 feet, got the fire going there, right? He's got a zest for the moment, right? And we saw that yesterday as well on Saturday. He got it done. He made the clinching putt in a match there. Well, early match, and then he gets the second match as well with Harman. So there's just so many reasons why Homa is playing well. He's got so many factors there. He's first in bounce back stats on the PGA Tour. He's able to get back after a mistake, and that's so important. I think Homa's ready for the big moment. He's ready to seize it for you and win some big cash. So look out for Max Homa in his matchup in Sunday singles. Past Homa, you got Tyrrell Hatton going up against Brian Harman. Brian Harman's at plus 120. I love what Harman brings to the table. He's such an underdog, chip on your shoulder kind of guy. He got it done. 2 big wins on Saturday with his guy Max Homa, and he was able to channel that energy against the crowd the same way he did against the Open at the Open Championship. Like, this guy is not going to be intimidated on Sunday, right? There's going to be the fans that they know they're going to be able to sense it by the time you get to their match that this could be important. This could come down to these guys. But Harman has, I think, a lot of intangibles. He's first in scrambling on the PGA Tour. There's a lot that go with his numbers. He's 21st in putting. I think it's so important he's a good putter on this golf course. It's going to be a key for him to get it done for you. And he's good money, I think, for this matchup in Sunday singles. So watch out for Brian Harman. He's a Good money, in my opinion, at plus 120 to get it done for you. Last matchup I'm going to go with is Tommy Fleetwood. He's going against Ricky Fowler. Tommy Fleetwood at negative 120. Negative 120 for Tommy Fleetwood. I'm going to go with Tommy in this one. He's got so much energy that he was able to harness so far in this event. His putter's been on fire. He's the top 15 putter on the PGA Tour, but there's something about him putting at home in a Ryder Cup. We saw what he did with Mollywood in his group with Molinari there in 2018 when he was a rookie. He was just able to channel the energy of that crowd. He did the same thing so far this week and on Friday and Saturday. He is going to play the crowd. It's going to be late in the game by the time you get to it, but Fleetwood is the right guy in this case over Fowler. Fowler's putters has not been there early on this week, and he would have to just do a complete 180. And I think it's going to be hard, having sat since Friday morning. It's going to be hard for Fowler to find the right mindset quick enough against a very, very strong and confident Tommy Fleetwood. Look out, Fleetwood's going to get it done, and we need that money at negative 120. Hope you guys enjoyed these previews for this week on the Ryder Cup. Subscribe if you like this content, and it's going to be fun. Ryder Cup Sunday. It should be a good one. See you soon.